I just came from school. I actually work with a lot of Filipino youth at my high school. And so today my classroom was buzzing with the news. People wanting to talk about Mary Jane, what they saw on TFC or what their moms and dads had talked to them about the case. And after a lot of just energy of people being very excited that Pacquiao was on their side and supporting Mary Jane and wanting her to be freed, the students got a little quiet when we started talking about her two sons. And after a while, there was a student who said, "Paano na sila?" And I didn't know how to answer because I wasn't sure what they were asking about. Sorry. But what they were asking about was, what about those two sons, her sons? And I thought they were asking who would take care of them, who was taking care of them right now. But what they were asking, or what this one young woman was asking was, what will happen when they grow up? Will they grow up with hatred because no one did anything to stop the execution of their mother? And I didn't have a full response. I tried to reassure them that they wouldn't grow up angry, that they wouldn't grow up hating the world and hating everyone because they lost their mother. Because I know that I was facing students who were thinking about their own mothers. They were also children of migrants who weren't with their mothers, and they were thinking, what would happen if this happened to my own mother? And when I wrote this poem the other day, it was thinking about them because I didn't want to write something angry. I wanted to write something to show them that we were hoping for something better for them. That those 6,000 people who leave every day is not a necessity for our survival. It is because of policies that are unfair, policies that harm not just the workers, but every single person that loves a worker, especially their children. So I wanted to share just where it came from and what the students were asking today, because it's them who see Mary Jane not as a person, not as a case, but as a mother who is about to be executed. And so for them, we have to be hopeful, and we have to think about the possibilities of a world that is better than what they live in right now. What if we no longer witnessed 6,000 goodbyes a day, or watched families give last glances divided by airport glass? If our mothers and fathers were no longer crisscrossing the earth's skies in search of work, chasing the necessities of survival, cheated and exploited by their own government? What if there was land to till together and meaningful work at home? If we saw our children grow up in real time instead of blurred pixels on tiny screens pressed to our noses, held closer to our hearts? What if we got to dress them ourselves and send them to school, teach them our songs and our dances, the history of our people, instead of rocking someone else's baby to sleep? What if the children of our nation knew the talcum scent of their own mothers, the chimes of their laughter and the shuffle of chinelas on early mornings, instead of the faint memories of mothers abroad, chocolates tucked into balikbayan boxes and wired tuition fees? What if we taught them words dripping with the sweetness of childhood? A for ama, for the fathers who get to stay and play with them. Or B for bahay, for the houses that provide them sturdy roofs, safety and shelter, a place to study. Or C for the children they deserve to be. Or dreams for the dreams they should have, instead of the nightmare of the letter E for execution or OFW? What if we erase the bitterness of these words on the tongue, of the awful necessity of children pleading to save their own mother's life, wrongly imprisoned, abandoned by her own government? What if we stand with her? What if she can finally go home? We are propelled by the beauty of what ifs, but stay rooted in concrete conditions. We storm the streets, pound the pavement, call for justice. We fight for what is ours. We fight for what we know can be. Thank you. Woo! Woo!